Okay, the fifth workout in 21 Day Fix is the cardio fix. So this is all cardio, you don't need any weights. On this workout, you mainly just want to work on breathing. There's lots of modifiers. It can be pretty daunting when you first get into it if you don't have a lot of wind. So I'm just going to walk you through what it looks like when you do the 21 Day Fix. The first move is going to be the cross jack. And so I'm going to show it right now. So the cross jack, you basically, for the modifier, when I first did it, all I did was step and go like this. That's all I did when I first started. You know, just try to get this movement in for the full 60 seconds. Breathe out as you step. And then that works on your breathing. And then once you get into it, then you can do it really easy. So I can do this at this speed for the full 60 seconds. So that's the first move, the cross jacks. So the next move you're going to do is the high knee. So with the high knee, you literally, when I first started, this is all I did. I did this, probably at this speed. That's all I did. And you'll find if you're out of shape or just beginning, you could be out of shape. So I'm just going to show the two variations. When you're doing the high knee, when I do the speed up, I'm going to do like a hybrid where it looks like Shanti's because I've been doing max 30, so I'm used to doing it the Shanti way. So try not to get too confused when I do it, but it's the same movement pretty much. So when you're doing it, this is the modifier. Always look at cat. And then you just work up. So you just go faster as you get used to it. Then eventually pick it up. And so when you're doing it, the way I learned how to go faster is when you learn better control over your abs. So I'm not lifting with my legs, I'm actually lifting with my torso. So that's what gets you the speed where you could do it faster. Okay, the cross jack and the high knees was the first round, so you'll repeat that again, and then you're gonna go into the second round. The second round starts with the skater jumps. So I'm gonna show you a couple of things. So before you start, you sort of want to, your leg, basically your opposite arm is going to point towards your opposite leg. And then when you go, it's sort of like this movement. Okay. One thing that I found easy was when I do it, I go like this, and it sort of, see how I'm doing that? It sort of will give me momentum to do the move. So I'm going to walk through and show you what it looks like, modified and unmodified. So the modified, you just go like this. This is all I could do in the beginning. So just work on this, breathe out when you go down. And then now a modified.
You might not have as much room at home as we have here. That's okay. Move things out of your way. Push your coffee table out of the way. Burn an extra calorie.
And see how, if you want to make it tougher, you just cover more ground when you're doing it. So you see when I sped it up, simply doing this, it gave me a little momentum so I could do the move faster. And that's skater jumps. Okay, the next move of the second round is the mountain climber. So really you can't really get on your knees like you can with the push-up to do the mountain climbers, but if you watch Kat, she does it at a slower speed. So I'm going to show you the 2 speeds when you do it. So with the mountain climber, you're going to start in the plank position. So if I'm on my mat, the modifier, you like this.
Only difference is she's stepping it out.
You just sort of step in, rest your leg, and come out. That's the modifier.
Shoulders are pressed down away from the ears.
Okay.
Abs are in,
And then
flat
you
back.
get better.
Nice. Good, Ken. That's it. So, he's running it. Go. Do me a favor.
So
Take it down to a step.
that's how you do it
There you
faster.
go. Good. Slowly
So as you
down.
can see with the
A little bit.
modifier,
Okay, gives you a
you sort of rest your leg, but just try to keep moving the whole time, even if it's a little slower. And then you'll just work your speed as you work your core. And you're going to be, you should be shaking. If you're holding posture, try not to stick your butt up too much either, because that's a common move, because then your shoulders will get sore. So that's the mountain climber. Okay, so you will repeat the skaters and you'll repeat the mountain climber, and then you go into the 3rd round. I'd say probably the 3rd round is going to be the roughest for most people. When I first did it, and I had to do the burpees, I was literally in tears. So if you start crying, it's sort of normal, you know, because, you know, negative start creeping in your head that, you know, why did I let myself get that bad? So just know that's normal and don't feel stupid about it. So the first move is a reverse lunge. So with the reverse lunge, we talked about it when we did lower fix. You want to get a nice base, feet shoulder width apart, and then literally what I've noticed that will help me is that I hold my arms like this, and it gives me better balance, and I just step back. So, and you just alternate. So when you start, you may only be able to do this. I think, like, because my blood clots were really bad, I can only do this, like this range of motion. Do the range of motion that's comfortable. Have some slight discomfort, but don't get reckless. Then when you do better,
Watch your next exercise. This
excuse
is
me,
probably the hardest exercise
then
of
you
the
can
day.
do.
Watch it and note if you can follow Kat on the modification of this. So, feet are
So,
width apart.
that's the
Squat
reverse
down,
lunges.
hands on the ground. Jump your
Okay, the next move is the most hated move, and this is what's really gonna give you a sanity check and a gut check to really test your psyche. So it's the world famous burpees. So with the burpee, you get down in plank, you step out, and then jump back in, and then do a jump in the air. So I'm gonna show you the 2 variations when you're doing it. So with the modifier, you sort of don't bend forward, try to go like this, and then you just go like this, and you reach. So notice when I go like this, that may be all you can do. And now, when you speed up, then you go down like this, and then you jump. And then that's the burpee, so you do that for the full 60 seconds. I'm sort of used to the Sean T burpee, so I do it like this. So I do the burpee into the power jump, because that's sort of what I'm used to doing. So that's sort of my muscle memory right now. But yeah, burpees are a bitch. And you'll just get better. It's just better with practice. So you repeat the back lunge and the burpees one more time in round 3, and then you go into round 4. I think after round 3 it's sort of downhill after then. So round 4 is going to start with the lateral squat. I think of most of the moves, I think it's one of the more relatively easy ones. And most people can do it unmodified from the start. So when you do the lateral squat, the main thing, normally you're hip width apart, but with the lateral squat, you have your knees together. So almost feel like you're squeezing your knees together. Hold your arms in front of you, and then you just step twice.
Deep in those knees, deep in the movement. Abs in tight. Flat back. Chest up, eyes drop lower.
So
Come
look,
on, get down there.
chest up, eyes up, like she's saying.
Let me
Look at
see.
my
Maddie
eyes.
is low. I like it.
And then when you want to do harder,
you are in a room that is 2 feet
unmodified,
tall.
then you go lower.
You gotta get low. Can't stand up, you're gonna hit your head. Every time she passes by me, her booty
And
just
go
right on
faster.
my arm. I like it. Come on, let's go. Now,
So this is what I talk about with 21 Day Fix. You could start from a lower level of fitness, and then you add in tweaks to make it harder, more difficult. So as you can see, at the end of it, I got lower, and I moved my legs faster. And that's how you amp up the intensity of the lateral squat. Okay, after the lateral squat, you have the oblique knee pulls. So with this one, you do 30 seconds each side. So most moves you do it full 60 seconds. This one you trade off halfway through. So with the oblique knee pulls, like she explains in the video, you want to try to sink your weight on this foot here. I'm going to put this in the pocket, and I'm not going to play the video just so you can hear my instruction a little better and see how I've got my leg. I'm sort of sucking my chest in, and so on the modifier, Kat is holding her hip here, and you're just going like that. So when you're doing this, just try to sink and get your weight on this leg. I think I told you in another video, one of the keys to balance is work on spreading your toes in your shoe, and you'll get better at balance. And so you may only be able to do this. If that's all you can do, that's all you can do. I always try to tell people, get slightly uncomfortable, but don't get reckless, because you do have to have some sort of discomfort when you're doing the exercises, because that's the only way you're going to grow. If it feels easy or safe, you're just never going to progress. You're never going to get the weight loss you want. So that's the modifier. When the unmodified, you sort of hold your chest, and this is a check to make sure you're keeping your core tight. So you can see my core is really tight, and then I could go like that. Oops, I lost my balance, sorry. I got too far over. But see, now with my balance, I don't even have to tap my toe. Really, I just do a sanity check once in a while just to get balance. But like I said, with consistency with these moves, you're going to get better and you're going to get that balance. So just to reiterate, try working on spreading your toes. So even when you're not doing these workouts, just try it. Like when you don't have your shoes on, try doing that and look at the balance, and you'll get better. Okay, so after round 4, you have your second bonus round of 21 Day Fix, and it's the down and ups. I think the modifier and the unmodified is not terrible. So, but after all doing the burpees and stuff, you might be worn out. So this is the way. I'm not gonna do the music just so you can hear my instruction a little better. With the modifier, Kat, she's on her knees like this. Brace your core. Think about getting your core. You want your up, and you just go down like this, and then you push up. So it's this movement. So you go down, down, up, up. And so you always will do on the same side for the first round, and then on the second round, then it's the opposite side. So as you can see, if I go down left, then I come up left. If I go down right, then I go down right. But try to keep your core tight. Now, the unmodified, the other thing is, if you don't have a mat like this, make sure you have a towel, especially if you're on a carpet, because you're going to get these, my little war wounds here. The carpet burns from doing stuff like this. So unmodified, plank position, you go down, notice I always keep my body flat, go down. I don't arch my butt. That way I'm really working my core good. So that's the walkthrough of CardioFix. It's one of those hate it or love it things. Most people like it until you get to the burpees, and then they dread it. But you know, don't get discouraged. I'm going to keep saying this every video. It's a process. Like I said, form and consistency trumps speed any day. Just keep thinking that. You know, I'll reiterate, I was seriously out of shape. I had serious health issues that prevented me from doing a lot of moves, but as you can see when I'm showing them unmodified, I got out of it. And there's nothing special about me. The only thing different with me is I have press play every day, and if you do the same, I promise you that you will get in shape like that. Make sure to, as always, in the group, post any questions. If you're struggling with anything, you got to let us know. If you don't tell us, we can't help you. You know, one thing with the group, what's really important about the group is, you know, to share your successes and your failures so we can help you. If you're quiet and you're not saying anything, we really can't help you that much. So never feel like you're bugging us or talking too much. Like I always try to tell people, I want you to bug the shit out of me, because then I know you're taking it serious and you're progressing. When you start not talking to me, that's when I start worrying about you, and that's when I start, you know, wondering. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the workout. Hopefully you guys will see this before you actually do it in the morning. Sorry I had to do this a little later, but stuck at the hospital all day. But have a great day. Bye.